You try too hard constantly. Try to impress desperately. Try to prove anxiously. Try to convince urgently. Try to demonstrate eagerly. Try to show obviously. Try to explain endlessly. Try frantically. Try desperately. Try obviously. This trying is repelling people automatically, repelling attraction systematically, repelling respect completely, repelling admiration totally, repelling influence permanently, repelling magnetism entirely, repelling connection continuously, repelling power absolutely. That is the key. That is the pattern. That is the trap. That is the paradox. That is the transformation. Trying creates desperation visibly. Desperation repels attraction automatically. Effort shows insecurity clearly. Insecurity destroys magnetism completely. Neediness broadcasts weakness obviously. Weakness eliminates respect permanently. Striving demonstrates inadequacy transparently. Inadequacy prevents influence totally. But quiet confidence attracts magnetically. Silent self-assurance magnetizes powerfully. Effortless presence captivates naturally. Calm certainty influences deeply. Composed stillness draws irresistibly. Secure silence compels mysteriously. Unforced authenticity attracts genuinely. Relaxed power magnetizes completely. This audiobook teaches quiet magnetism mastery, the psychology of effortless attraction, the neuroscience of presence and power, the power of self-assured silence, the practices of confident presence, the systems of magnetic authenticity, the techniques of attractive composure, the methods of silent influence. Stop trying to impress people desperately always. Start being quietly confident naturally consistently. Stop proving yourself anxiously to everyone constantly. Start embodying self-assurance silently and powerfully. Stop explaining and demonstrating endlessly repeatedly. Start existing and being present magnetically. Silent power attracts. Effortless attraction magnetizes. Magnetic presence captivates. Quiet confidence influences. Self-assured silence compels. Beginning now. Chapter 1. You try too hard. Recognize desperate attraction attempts. You try too hard constantly. Try to impress desperately. Try to prove anxiously. Try to convince urgently. Try to demonstrate eagerly. Try to show obviously. Try to explain endlessly. This trying is repelling people, repelling attraction, repelling respect, repelling admiration, repelling influence, repelling connection. Most people try too hard without awareness, without recognition, without understanding, desperately seeking approval everywhere, anxiously proving worth constantly, urgently demonstrating value continuously, frantically showing competence perpetually, constantly explaining themselves endlessly. This trying is universally repelling, universally detected, universally rejected. The try-hard paradox is cruel. Effort intended to attract actually repels. Striving to impress creates opposite effect. Working for approval broadcasts insecurity. Seeking validation demonstrates inadequacy. Trying harder makes worse. More effort creates less attraction. More striving generates less respect. More proving produces less admiration. Inverse relationship. Negative correlation. Paradoxical outcome. Try-hard behaviors are specific, are recognizable, are transparent, are repelling. Behavior 1. Excessive talking. Dominating conversations constantly. Over-explaining simple points. Constant storytelling about self. Filling every silence nervously. Cannot stop talking. Cannot tolerate quiet. Cannot let others speak. Broadcasts insecurity loudly. Behavior 2. Accomplishment broadcasting. Name-dropping constantly. Credential flaunting obviously. Achievement listing endlessly. Status signaling desperately. Look at me. Look what I did. Look who I know. Look what I have. Transparent desperation. Trying hard repels attraction. Quiet confidence attracts naturally. Be secure or appear desperate. Behavior 3. People-pleasing excessively. Excessive agreeableness always. Opinion suppression constantly. Boundary abandonment completely. Self-sacrifice perpetually. Anything to be liked. Everything to be accepted. Whatever to be approved. Desperate for validation. Transparent neediness. Behavior 4. Attention-seeking obviously. Loud behavior intentionally. Dramatic gestures constantly. Controversial statements deliberately. Provocative actions purposefully. Notice me. Pay attention. Look here. Watch this. Desperate energy. Behavior 5. Validation-seeking explicitly. Fishing for compliments constantly. Requiring reassurance endlessly. Seeking approval explicitly. Needing confirmation continuously. Was that okay? Do you like me? Am I good enough? Did I do well? Transparent insecurity. These behaviors broadcast insecurity. Broadcast transparently. Broadcast universally. Broadcast obviously. Everyone sees. Everyone knows. Everyone feels. Everyone repels. Research by Robert Cialdini on influence demonstrates desperation is universally detected and universally repelling. Trying harder creates worse outcomes consistently. Effortless presentation appears more competent always. Scarcity, not availability, creates attraction inevitably. The effort-attraction inverse relationship is proven. More effort correlates with less attraction measurably. More trying creates less magnetism predictably. More proving generates less respect systematically. More demonstrating produces less admiration inevitably. Inverse correlation. Negative relationship. Paradoxical pattern. Recognition requires honest self-assessment. Track try-hard moments specifically. What do you over-explain? When do you over-prove? When do you over-demonstrate? When do you seek validation? When do you people-please? Track honestly. Track completely. Track systematically. Identify triggers precisely. What situations activate trying? What contexts generate desperation? What people trigger proving? What environments create insecurity? Identify patterns. Acknowledge impact honestly. How do people respond to trying? Do they respect more or less? Do they attract more or less? Do they admire more or less? Acknowledge truthfully. Accept pattern completely. Trying is learned behavior, not personality trait. Pattern, not identity. Habit, not character. Therefore changeable. Therefore transformable. Therefore masterable. Trying hard repels attraction. Quiet confidence attracts naturally. Be secure or appear desperate. You understand now that trying too hard is universal pattern through cultural conditioning. You understand that 5 behaviors broadcast desperation through excessive talking, accomplishment broadcasting, people-pleasing, attention-seeking, validation-seeking. You understand that effort-attraction relationship is inverse through research evidence. Stop trying hard without awareness unconsciously. Start recognizing try-hard patterns consciously. Stop believing more effort creates more attraction. Start understanding effort-attraction inverse relationship. Track your try-hard behaviors this week. When do they occur? What triggers them? How do people respond? Acknowledge impact honestly. Accept as changeable pattern. This recognition is foundation. This awareness is beginning. Your magnetism awaits recognition. Your attraction awaits acknowledgement. Recognize desperation now. Acknowledge patterns. Accept changeability starting today. You recognize trying now. Next, you must understand psychology. Chapter 2. Understand attraction psychology, the magnetism of self-assurance. Attraction is subconscious evaluation. Evaluation of mate value, social value, survival value, ancient circuits assessing genetic fitness, resource access, status position, social proof, emotional stability. These assessments happen unconsciously, happen automatically, happen instantly, happen continuously. Self-assurance signals high value universally, signals competence, signals resources, signals status, signals stability, signals desirability. The confidence-competence assumption operates powerfully. Confident people assumed competent even when not. Uncertain people assumed incompetent even when not. Confidence creates halo effect, elevates all perceived qualities, enhances all attributes, improves all assessments, magnifies all evaluations. Research by Amy Cuddy demonstrates confidence signals specifically. Power posture signals confidence. Upright spine, open chest, expansive stance, relaxed shoulders, grounded feet. Vocal qualities signal confidence. Lower pitch naturally, slower pace deliberately, steady tone consistently, clear articulation precisely, confident volume appropriately. Movement patterns signal confidence. Deliberate, not rushed, unhurried, not frantic, purposeful, not aimless, controlled, not nervous, smooth, not jerky. Emotional stability signals confidence. Calm under pressure, composed during stress, regulated during difficulty, stable during challenge, unflappable during adversity. Social ease signals confidence. Comfortable silence naturally, relaxed interaction effortlessly, natural flow organically, genuine engagement authentically, present moment fully. These signals process subconsciously, processed before conscious awareness, processed automatically, processed universally, processed powerfully. Confidence signals value automatically. Insecurity broadcasts inadequacy transparently. Be secure or appear inferior. The scarcity principle in attraction operates mechanically. Abundant availability signals low value. Everyone can have it. Anyone can access it. Always available. Therefore not valuable. Selective availability signals high value. Not everyone can have it. Not anyone can access it. Not always available. Therefore valuable. Desperation signals no alternatives. No options existing. No choices available. Must accept this. Must take what offered. Confidence signals many options. Multiple alternatives existing. Various choices available. Can afford selectivity. Can reject freely. Mystery and restraint create intrigue powerfully. Oversharing destroys mystery completely. Telling everything immediately. Revealing all instantly. Explaining totally. Disclosing completely. Nothing left to discover. Nothing remaining unknown. No curiosity generated. No interest sustained. Over-explaining eliminates intrigue entirely. Justifying everything constantly. Clarifying all immediately. Detailing completely. Removing all ambiguity. Destroying all mystery. Preventing all curiosity. Over-demonstrating removes curiosity permanently. Proving everything desperately. Showing all eagerly. Displaying completely. Broadcasting totally. Nothing left to wonder. Nothing remaining mysterious. No discovery possible. Selective disclosure maintains fascination continuously. Revealing gradually. Sharing selectively. Disclosing strategically. Creating layers to discover. Maintaining mystery. Sustaining intrigue. Generating curiosity. The approval-seeking paradox operates universally. Seeking approval broadcasts low value. Need others' permission. Require external validation. Depend on outside opinion. Cannot self-validate. Therefore inadequate. Not needing approval signals high value. Self-validated internally. Independent of others. Secure without permission. Complete without approval. Therefore adequate. Caring what others think demonstrates insecurity. Need their opinion. Require their approval. Depend on their validation. Therefore insecure. Not caring what others think demonstrates security. Caveat, genuinely not caring. Not performing not caring. Not pretending indifference. Authentic security. Real independence. Genuine self-validation. Authenticity versus performance matters critically. Performed confidence is detected and rejected. Fake self-assurance recognized. Acted security identified. Pretended strength seen through. People sense inauthenticity, sense performance, sense fakeness, reject automatically. Genuine self-assurance is magnetic. Real confidence attracts. Authentic security draws. True strength compels. People sense authenticity, sense genuineness, sense realness. Attract automatically. Trying to appear confident reveals insecurity. Effort shows. Striving visible. Performance detected. Insecurity broadcast. Being genuinely confident attracts naturally. No effort shown. No striving visible. No performance detected. Security broadcast. The inner-outer congruence is essential. External confidence without internal security is performance. Detected as fake. Recognized as act. Identified as pretense. Repels rather than attracts. Internal security naturally produces external confidence. Authentic manifestation. Genuine expression. Real demonstration. Attracts powerfully. Confidence signals value automatically. Insecurity broadcasts inadequacy transparently. Be secure or appear inferior. You understand now that attraction is subconscious evaluation through ancient circuits. You understand that confidence-competence assumption operates through halo effect. You understand that scarcity principle creates value through selective availability. Stop trying to appear confident externally only. Start building genuine internal security fundamentally. Stop performing confidence without real foundation. Start developing authentic self-assurance internally. Stop caring desperately what others think always. Start building genuine independence from approval. Your magnetism awaits genuine confidence. Your attraction awaits authentic security. Build internal security now. Develop genuine confidence. Attract authentically starting today. You understand psychology now. Next, you must stop validation seeking. Chapter 3. Stop seeking validation. Build internal security. Validation seeking destroys magnetism completely. Seeking external approval broadcasts internal insecurity. Requiring others' permission to feel worthy demonstrates fundamental inadequacy. Needing constant reassurance reveals deep uncertainty. Depending on outside opinion shows core instability. This seeking is transparent, is obvious, is repelling, is destructive, is devastating. External validation is temporary and addictive. Provides brief relief momentarily. Requires constant renewal endlessly. Never creates lasting security permanently. Builds dependency systematically. Creates vulnerability continuously. Like drug addiction. Like substance dependence. Temporary high. Inevitable crash. Constant need. Increasing requirement. Decreasing effectiveness. Internal security is permanent foundation. Self-generated validation independently. Independent of others' opinions completely. Consistent across contexts universally. Unshakable under criticism totally. Authentic and sustainable permanently. Building internal security requires specific practices. Practice 1. Self-validation consistently. Acknowledging own worth independent of external feedback. Recognizing accomplishments privately without announcement. Celebrating internal growth personally. Honoring personal values quietly. Validating yourself internally. Not requiring external confirmation. Not needing outside approval. Not depending on others' opinions. Self-sufficient validation. Practice 2. Self-acceptance completely. Embracing strengths and limitations equally. Releasing need to be perfect entirely. Accepting current state while pursuing growth. Making peace with imperfection totally. Whole as is. Complete currently. Adequate now. Enough already. No external validation needed. External validation is temporary addiction. Internal security is permanent foundation. Validate yourself or remain dependent. Practice 3. Self-compassion genuinely. Treating yourself with kindness during failure. Speaking to self like good friend would. Releasing harsh self-criticism completely. Acknowledging shared humanity in struggle. Everyone struggles sometimes. Everyone fails occasionally. Everyone experiences difficulty. You're not alone. You're not uniquely flawed. You're human. Practice 4. Values alignment consistently. Identifying core values clearly. Living according to values consistently. Deriving worth from integrity, not achievement. Measuring success by values, not validation. Worth comes from living values, not from others' approval, not from external achievement, not from outside validation, from internal alignment. The validation detox protocol is systematic. Step 1. Identify validation-seeking moments specifically. When do you seek approval? From whom exactly? About what specifically? In what contexts? Under what circumstances? Identify patterns. Step 2. Pause before seeking validation. Recognize urge arising. Don't act immediately. Don't seek automatically. Don't request reflexively. Pause deliberately. Create space. Choose consciously. Step 3. Provide self-validation instead. Give yourself what you seek from others. Approve of yourself internally. Validate yourself privately. Confirm yourself personally. Self-supply validation. Step 4. Notice results over time. Validation seeking decreases progressively. Self-security increases gradually. Others' opinions matter less continuously. Independence grows systematically. Confidence builds naturally. Common validation-seeking behaviors to eliminate completely. Fishing for compliments constantly. Asking "was that okay?" repeatedly. Excessive apologizing continuously. Over-explaining decisions endlessly. Seeking permission unnecessarily. Requiring reassurance constantly. Did I do well? Do you like it? Was that good? Is this okay? Am I right? Do you approve? These questions broadcast insecurity, broadcast inadequacy, broadcast dependence, broadcast desperation. Eliminate completely. Replace with self-validation. Replace with internal security. Replace with independent confirmation. Replace with personal approval. The self-validation practice builds security. Practice daily consistently. Morning self-acknowledgement. Recognize one's strength privately. Afternoon self-compassion. Treat yourself kindly during difficulty. Evening self-celebration. Acknowledge one accomplishment internally. Daily practice. Daily building. Daily strengthening. Daily securing. Over weeks, security builds. Over months, independence grows. Over time, validation seeking disappears. External opinions matter less. Internal security dominates. Self-validation sustains. Independence completes. External validation is temporary addiction. Internal security is permanent foundation. Validate yourself or remain dependent. You understand now that validation-seeking broadcasts insecurity through desperate approval-seeking. You understand that external validation is addictive through temporary relief requiring constant renewal. You understand that internal security builds through 4 practices. Stop seeking validation from others constantly. Start providing self-validation internally consistently. Stop requiring external approval for worth. Start generating internal validation independently. Stop depending on others' opinions desperately. Start building self-sufficient security permanently. Practice self-validation today, immediately. Acknowledge one's strength privately. Treat yourself kindly during difficulty. Celebrate one accomplishment internally. This validation builds security. This practice creates independence. Your security awaits self-validation. Your independence awaits internal practice. Validate yourself now. Build security. Create independence starting today. You build security now. Next, you must master silence. Chapter 4. Master comfortable silence. Power of not filling space. Comfortable silence is magnetic power. Ability to tolerate quiet without nervous filling demonstrates supreme confidence. Ease with conversational gaps signals security. Comfort with pauses shows self-assurance. Relaxation during silence reveals strength. Most people cannot tolerate silence at all. Feel compelled to fill gaps immediately. Speak to relieve tension automatically. Talk to prove value desperately. Communicate to maintain connection anxiously. This compulsion broadcasts insecurity transparently. Broadcast obviously. Broadcast universally. Broadcast repellingly. Research demonstrates silence creates specific effects. Creates mystery and intrigue powerfully. What are they thinking? What will they say? Why are they quiet? What's happening internally? Mystery generates. Intrigue builds. Curiosity intensifies. Fascination grows. Silence creates perception of depth significantly. Thoughtful people comfortable with silence naturally. Superficial people need constant talking desperately. Deep people tolerate quiet easily. Shallow people fill nervously. Substance allows silence. Emptiness requires filling. Silence creates social power measurably. Comfortable silence demonstrates status clearly. Nervous filling shows insecurity obviously. High-status people create pauses deliberately. Low-status people speak compulsively. Power tolerates silence. Weakness fills gaps. Silence creates selective speaking value dramatically. Words that follow silence carry more weight. Constant talking diminishes impact progressively. Rare speaking increases value. Frequent talking decreases worth. Scarcity creates value. Abundance reduces impact. Comfortable silence signals confidence. Nervous filling broadcasts insecurity. Be quiet or appear anxious. The silence confidence signal operates automatically. Secure people tolerate silence comfortably. Insecure people fill silence nervously. High-status people create pauses deliberately. Low-status people speak compulsively. Confident individuals remain quiet easily. Anxious individuals talk constantly. This signal universal. This indicator reliable. This assessment automatic. Types of powerful silence are specific. Type 1. Pause before responding. 3 to 5 seconds demonstrates thoughtfulness. Prevents reactive speaking. Increases response impact. Shows consideration. Signals depth. Creates weight. Type 2. Silence after making point. Lets statement resonate fully. Trusts words without explanation. Maintains mysterious depth. Allows absorption. Permits processing. Enables impact. Type 3. Comfortable silence and presence. Just being together without constant talking. Enjoying shared quiet peacefully. Not performing for each other desperately. Relaxed coexistence. Peaceful sharing. Comfortable being. Type 4. Selective speaking deliberately. Talking only when adding value. Remaining quiet otherwise intentionally. Words rare, therefore valuable. Speaking selective, therefore impactful. Silence default. Speech exception. Silence practice protocol builds comfort systematically. Step 1. Start with 3-second pause before all responses. Count silently. 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. Then respond. Every response. Every time. Every conversation. Build pause habit. Step 2. Tolerate one awkward silence daily without filling. Feel discomfort. Don't react. Don't fill. Don't speak. Sit with awkwardness. Tolerate tension. Allow silence. Build tolerance. Step 3. Practice one interaction with minimal speaking. Listen more. Speak less. Observe actively. Contribute selectively. Comfortable with quiet. Relax with pauses. Easy with gaps. Step 4. Notice others' reactions to your silence. Do they fill gaps? Do they seem uncomfortable? Do they respect more? Do they lean in? Observe effects. Step 5. Observe how silence shifts dynamics. Does conversation deepen? Does respect increase? Does mystery build? Does attraction grow? Notice changes. Common silence mistakes undermine power. apologizing for pauses constantly, explaining why you were quiet defensively, breaking own silence prematurely, using silence manipulatively, not authentically. These mistakes destroy power, destroy magnetism, destroy effect. Authentic comfort required, not strategic technique, not manipulative tool, not calculated performance. Genuine ease, real comfort, authentic relaxation, with silence, with quiet, with gaps, with pauses, with space. Comfortable silence signals confidence. Nervous filling broadcasts insecurity. Be quiet or appear anxious. You understand now that comfortable silence demonstrates confidence through tolerating quiet without nervous filling. You understand that silence creates mystery, depth, power, value through specific effects. You understand that 4 silence types exist through pause, post-statement, presence, selective speaking. Stop filling every silence nervously, automatically. Start tolerating quiet comfortably, deliberately. Stop apologizing for pauses and explaining silence. Start being comfortable with gaps naturally. Stop talking constantly to prove value desperately. Start speaking selectively to create impact powerfully. Practice 3-second pause before all responses today. Tolerate 1 awkward silence without filling. Have 1 conversation speaking minimally. Notice others' reactions to silence. Observe dynamic shifts from quiet. This silence builds power. This comfort creates magnetism. Your power awaits comfortable silence. Your magnetism awaits quiet ease. Practice silence now. Build comfort. Create power starting today. You master silence now. Next, you must develop detachment. Chapter 5. Develop outcome independence. Detach from results. Outcome independence is magnetic detachment. Genuinely not attached to specific results. Comfortable with acceptance or rejection. Unaffected by others' responses. Secure regardless of outcomes. Complete without particular result. Whole despite rejection. Satisfied regardless of acceptance. This detachment is magnetic, is powerful, is attractive, is compelling, is influential. The attachment desperation link operates mechanically. Attachment to outcomes creates desperation automatically. Desperation broadcasts neediness transparently. Neediness repels people universally. Repels attraction. Repels respect. Repels admiration. Repels connection. Attachment creates repulsion. Desperation destroys magnetism. Outcome independence signals specific qualities. Signals you have options clearly. Not dependent on this person exclusively. Not reliant on this opportunity solely. Not needing this relationship desperately. Multiple alternatives existing. Various choices available. Many possibilities present. Signals you're valuable obviously. Can afford to be selective. Can choose freely. Can reject confidently. Can walk away easily. Value enables selectivity. Worth permits choice. Signals you're secure fundamentally. Rejection doesn't threaten core identity. Refusal doesn't destroy self-worth. Loss doesn't eliminate completeness. Failure doesn't remove adequacy. Core security maintained. Signals you're abundant mentally. Not scarcity mentality. Not poverty thinking. Not deprivation mindset. Abundance perspective. Prosperity thinking. Plenty awareness. Outcome independence attracts naturally. Desperate attachment repels obviously. Be detached or appear needy. The paradox of detachment operates powerfully. Caring less about outcome increases probability of desired outcome. Trying less hard improves actual results. Being unattached creates more attraction. Needing less generates more respect. Wanting less produces more receiving. Paradoxical, counterintuitive, universal, proven, reliable. Outcome independence in different contexts applies universally. Romantic attraction context. Comfortable if person interested or not. Willing to walk away anytime. Not changing self to please them. Complete without relationship. Secure regardless. Social situations context. not needing to be liked by everyone, comfortable with disapproval, not performing for acceptance, secure without universal approval, complete socially. Professional contexts, not desperate for approval, comfortable with rejection, willing to lose opportunity, secure without position, complete professionally. Building outcome independence requires specific practices. Practice 1. Abundance mindset development. Recognizing multiple options exist always. Seeing opportunities everywhere constantly. Knowing one rejection means nothing. Trusting more opportunities coming inevitably. Abundance, not scarcity. Plenty, not poverty. Prosperity, not deprivation. Practice 2. Self-sufficiency cultivation. Not needing external things for fulfillment. Complete without relationship acquisition. Whole without job achievement. Satisfied without approval gaining. Self-sufficient fundamentally. Practice 3. Identity security establishment. Knowing who you are independent of outcomes. Self-worth not based on achievement. Character not dependent on validation. Identity not reliant on results. Secure internally. Practice 4. Emotional regulation mastery. Managing disappointment without identity threat. Processing rejection without spiral. Maintaining equanimity regardless of outcome. Stable emotionally. Regulated consistently. The detachment practice protocol builds independence. Before important interaction, affirm outcome independence explicitly. State internally, I'm complete regardless of how this goes. I'm whole despite any outcome. I'm secure whatever happens. I'm satisfied regardless of result. During interaction, stay present, not outcome focused. Be here now. Engage fully. Experience completely. Not thinking about result. Not worrying about outcome. Not calculating effect. Just present. Just engaged. Just here. After interaction, release attachment to result completely. Let go totally. Detach fully. Accept whatever happens. Outcome irrelevant. Process independent. Experience sufficient. Celebrate maintenance of independence, not achievement of outcome. Celebrate detachment maintained. Independence preserved. Security sustained. Completeness maintained. Not outcome achieved. Not result obtained. Not goal reached. Independence maintained is victory. Outcome independence attracts naturally. Desperate attachment repels obviously. Be detached or appear needy. You understand now that outcome independence is magnetic detachment through genuine non-attachment to results. You understand that attachment desperation link operates through mechanical connection. You understand that detachment paradoxically increases desired outcomes through reduced desperation. Stop being attached to specific outcomes desperately. Start developing genuine outcome independence. Stop needing particular results to feel complete. Start being complete regardless of outcomes. Stop changing yourself to please others constantly. Start being secure in authentic self. Practice outcome independence today, immediately. Before next important interaction, affirm completeness regardless. During interaction, stay present, not outcome focused. After interaction, release attachment completely. This detachment creates magnetism. This independence builds attraction. Your magnetism awaits outcome independence. Your attraction awaits genuine detachment. Develop independence now. Practice detachment. Build security starting today. You developed attachment now. Next, you must practice restraint. Chapter 6. Practice strategic restraint. Less is more power. Strategic restraint is magnetic discipline. Holding back when tempted to overshare. Saying less than you could. Revealing slowly rather than immediately. Maintaining mystery through selective disclosure. Exercising control deliberately. Practicing discipline consciously. Demonstrating restraint purposefully. This restraint is powerful, is magnetic, is attractive, is compelling, is influential. The oversharing problem destroys magnetism. Telling everything immediately eliminates mystery completely. Explaining excessively reduces intrigue totally. Demonstrating constantly removes curiosity entirely. Revealing completely prevents discovery permanently. Nothing left unknown. Nothing remaining mysterious. Nothing generating curiosity. Nothing sustaining interest. Oversharing destroys attraction. Restraint creates specific powerful effects. Creates mystery compellingly. What do I know about them? What else is there? What are they hiding? What remains undiscovered? Mystery generates curiosity. Curiosity sustains interest. Interest maintains attention. Attention creates attraction. Creates intrigue powerfully. What's beneath surface? What's behind facade? What's beyond visible? What's within depths? Intrigue compels exploration. Exploration deepens connection. Connection strengthens attraction. Creates value perception automatically. Scarce information seems more valuable. Limited disclosure appears more precious. Selective sharing feels more significant. Restrained revelation seems more meaningful. Scarcity creates value. Abundance reduces worth. Creates continued interest sustainably. Desire to learn more. Curiosity sustained. Interest maintained. Attention continued. Discovery ongoing. Interest doesn't exhaust. Curiosity doesn't satisfy. Attention doesn't fade. Attraction doesn't diminish. Strategic restraint creates mystery. Oversharing eliminates intrigue. Share selectively or reveal everything. Areas requiring restraint are specific. Area 1. Personal information. Share gradually, not immediately. Reveal selectively, not completely. Maintain some privacy always. Create layers to discover. Not everything first meeting. Not all details initially. Not complete history immediately. Gradual revelation. Progressive disclosure. Layered sharing. Area 2. Accomplishments and achievements. Let others discover rather than broadcasting. Demonstrate through action, not declaration. Achievements speak for themselves. Modesty increases respect. Humility attracts admiration. Quiet competence compels. Not announcing constantly. Not listing endlessly. Not broadcasting obviously. Letting emerge naturally. Area 3. Opinions and thoughts. Speak selectively, not constantly. Share thoughtful views, not every thought. Comfortable, not dominating conversation. Silence, sometimes more powerful. Not every opinion voiced. Not every thought shared. Not every perspective broadcast. Selective contribution. Thoughtful sharing. Powerful restraint. Area 4. Emotions and feelings. Regulated expression, not constant display. Appropriate sharing, not emotional dumping. Mystery and emotional depth. Reveal gradually as trust builds. Not oversharing immediately. Not dumping constantly. Not displaying everything. Gradual emotional revelation. Area 5. Availability and time. Not always immediately available. Selective with time and attention. Scarcity creates value. Abundance suggests desperation. Limited access increases desire. Constant availability decreases worth. Some unavailability necessary. The restraint protocol guides practice. Before sharing, ask, is this necessary? Does this add value? Am I oversharing? Am I revealing too much? Before explaining, ask, do they ask? Do they need this? Am I over-explaining? Am I justifying unnecessarily? Before demonstrating, ask, am I trying to prove something? Am I seeking validation? Am I broadcasting insecurity? Default to less rather than more. When uncertain, share less. When doubtful, reveal less. When questioning, hold back. Less is more. Restraint is power. Selectivity is strength. Strategic restraint is not being fake or inauthentic. Not hiding true self dishonestly. Not playing games manipulatively. Not withdrawing from genuine connection. Not performing falseness. Strategic restraint is authentic self revealed gradually. Genuine sharing done selectively. Real you discovered progressively. Depth shown through time not immediately. True self emerging naturally. Authentic revelation paced appropriately. Real connection building gradually. Genuine intimacy developing progressively. Strategic restraint creates mystery. Oversharing eliminates intrigue. Share selectively or reveal everything. You understand now that strategic restraint creates mystery, intrigue, value, interest through selective disclosure. You understand that oversharing destroys attraction through eliminating mystery completely. You understand that 5 areas require restraint through personal information, accomplishments, opinions, emotions, availability. Stop sharing everything immediately with everyone always. Start practicing strategic restraint deliberately, consistently. Stop over-explaining and over-demonstrating constantly, desperately. Start revealing gradually and selectively, powerfully. Stop being completely available and transparent always. Start maintaining some mystery and selectivity deliberately. Practice restraint in one interaction today. Share less than usual. Reveal gradually, not immediately. Maintain some mystery deliberately. This restraint creates power. This selectivity builds magnetism. Your power awaits strategic restraint. Your magnetism awaits selective sharing. Practice restraint now. Share selectively. Build mystery starting today. You practice restraint now. Next, you must embody presence. Chapter 7. Embody calm presence. Stillness as magnetic force. Calm presence is physical magnetism. Body language communicating unshakable confidence. Emotional regulation visible in composure. Inner security manifested externally. Grounded energy naturally attractive. Centered being magnetically compelling. This presence is powerful, is influential, is attractive, is magnetic, is compelling. The presence components are specific. Component 1, physical stillness, minimal fidgeting, deliberate movement, controlled gestures, grounded posture, relaxed tension, not nervous movement, not anxious shifting, not fidgety adjusting. Still, grounded, controlled. Component 2, emotional stability, even effect consistently. Regulated responses automatically. Calm under pressure, unflappable demeanor. Composed consistently, not reactive emotionally, not volatile moods, not unstable affect. Stable, regulated, composed. Component 3, energetic groundedness, centered energy, rooted feeling, substantial presence, weighted being, solid existence, not scattered energy, not flighty presence, not ungrounded being, centered, rooted, substantial. Component 4, attentional focus, present moment awareness, engaged listening, undistracted attention, full presence, here now completely, not distracted elsewhere, not thinking ahead, not reviewing past, present, focused, engaged. Research by Amy Cuddy on power poses demonstrates body affects mind. Expansive posture increases testosterone and confidence measurably. Confident posture creates confident mindset automatically. Body changes mind demonstrably. Physical presence affects psychology powerfully. Posture influences emotion. Movement affects thought. Body shapes mind. Calm presence attracts powerfully. Nervous energy repels naturally. Be grounded or appear scattered. Calm presence practices build stillness. Practice 1. Grounding exercises daily. Feeling feet on floor consciously. Connecting to earth deliberately. Centering in body intentionally. Dropping into physical presence completely. Grounding energy downward. Rooting being firmly. Establishing foundation solidly. Practice 2. Breath awareness continuously. Deep diaphragmatic breathing. Slow exhale emphasis. Calming breath patterns. Nervous system regulation. Breath anchors presence. Breath creates calm. Breath grounds being. Practice 3. Progressive relaxation systematically. Releasing unnecessary tension. relaxing muscles systematically, softening body habitually, ease as default, not tension holding, not tightness maintaining, not rigidity keeping, relaxed, soft, easy. Practice 4. Deliberate movement constantly, moving with intention, purposeful, not nervous, controlled, not fidgety, quality, not quantity, every movement deliberate, every gesture intentional, every shift purposeful. The contrast effect magnifies impact. Calm person in anxious environment stands out dramatically. Still presence among nervous people attracts attention automatically. Grounded being among scattered people appears powerful obviously. Composed individual among reactive people seems confident clearly. Contrast creates visibility. Difference generates notice. Stillness commands attention. Presence killers eliminate magnetism. Phone checking compulsively. Fidgeting constantly. Interrupting habitually. Scanning environment nervously. Multitasking during conversations. Rushing movements. Tension holding. Scattered attention. These killers destroy presence. Destroy magnetism. Destroy attraction. Destroy power. Eliminate completely. Calm presence development requires systematic practice. Daily meditation building inner stillness. 10 minutes minimum. Sitting quietly. Observing breath. Noticing thoughts. Returning to present. Building stillness capacity. Breath work, regulating nervous system. Box breathing. 4-7-8 breathing. Diaphragmatic breathing. Any controlled breathing. Calming activation. Regulating arousal. Creating ease. Body awareness, creating groundedness. Feeling in a body. Noticing sensations. Experiencing physicality. Inhabiting fully. Grounding completely. Mindful movement, practicing deliberateness. Slow walking. Intentional gestures. Purposeful shifts. Controlled movements. Building deliberate habit. Calm presence attracts powerfully. Nervous energy repels naturally. Be grounded or appear scattered. You understand now that calm presence is physical magnetism through body language and emotional regulation. You understand that 4 components exist through stillness, stability, groundedness, focus. You understand that presence killers must be eliminated through phone checking, fidgeting, interrupting, multitasking. Stop fidgeting nervously and moving anxiously constantly. Start practicing physical stillness and deliberate movement. Stop checking phone compulsively during all interactions. Start giving undistracted attention and full presence. Stop holding tension and rushing movements always. Start relaxing systematically and moving deliberately. Practice grounding for 10 minutes today. Feel feet on floor. Connect to earth. Center in body. Practice breath awareness continuously. Notice breathing. Slow exhale. Regulate nervous system. This presence creates magnetism. This stillness builds attraction. Your magnetism awaits calm presence. Your attraction awaits grounded stillness. Practice presence now. Build stillness. Create magnetism starting today. You embody presence now. Next, you must maintain standards. Chapter 8. Maintain personal standards. Selective acceptance creates value. Personal standards create magnetic selectivity. Having clear criteria for relationships. Being willing to reject what doesn't meet standards. Comfortable saying no frequently. Valuing own time and energy highly. Protecting boundaries firmly. Maintaining requirements consistently. Enforcing expectations relentlessly. This selectivity is magnetic, is powerful, is attractive, is compelling, is influential. The standard value relationship operates mechanically. High standards signal high value automatically. Low standards suggest low value obviously. Selective acceptance creates scarcity perception. Indiscriminate acceptance broadcasts desperation transparently. Standards create value. Selectivity generates magnetism. Pickiness attracts respect. Standards in different domains apply universally. People standards, not accepting disrespectful treatment ever, requiring reciprocity in relationships always, expecting consistent behavior continuously, maintaining boundaries firmly permanently. What behavior acceptable? What treatment required? What reciprocity expected? What consistency demanded? Clear standards, firm boundaries, consistent enforcement, opportunity standards, selective about commitments carefully, not saying yes to everything indiscriminately, protecting time carefully deliberately, choosing quality over quantity systematically. Which opportunities worthy? Which commitments valuable? Which engagements worthwhile? Which invitations acceptable? Selective acceptance, careful choosing, protected time, behavior standards, treating others with respect consistently, maintaining integrity continuously, upholding values firmly, acting according to principles always. How will you behave? What values guide? What principles govern? What integrity maintain? Consistent behavior. Maintain values. Upheld principles. High standards signal high value. Low standards broadcast desperation. Be selective or accept everything. The selectivity paradox operates counterintuitively. Being harder to access increases desirability significantly. Being always available suggests low value obviously. Saying no frequently makes yes more valuable dramatically. Pickiness attracts rather than repels surprisingly. Selectivity creates attraction. Availability destroys value. Saying no generates respect. Saying yes diminishes worth. Paradoxical, counterintuitive, universal, proven. Building and maintaining standards requires a systematic process. Step 1. Identify non-negotiables clearly. What won't you tolerate ever? What won't you compromise under any circumstance? What boundaries are absolute? What standards are fundamental? What requirements are essential? Identify specifically. Identify honestly. Identify completely. Step 2. Communicate standards clearly. Explicitly when necessary directly. Implicitly through actions consistently. State boundaries when needed. Demonstrate through behavior always. Clear communication. Consistent demonstration. Step 3. Enforce consistently without exception. Follow through always. Maintain boundaries firmly. Don't waive standards ever. Don't make exceptions repeatedly. Don't negotiate non-negotiables. Consistent enforcement. Firm maintenance. Unwavering commitment. Step 4. Be willing to walk away completely. From people not meeting standards. From opportunities not aligning. From relationships not reciprocating. From situations not respecting. Comfortable with loss. Abundant mentality. Multiple options. Ready to leave. Common standards mistakes undermine effectiveness. Having standards but not enforcing. Setting boundaries but not maintaining. Establishing requirements but waiving repeatedly. Communicating expectations but accepting violations. These mistakes destroy standards. Destroy selectivity. Destroy value. Destroy magnetism. Lowering standards under pressure. Compromising when challenged. Negotiating when tested. Surrendering when pressured. Maintaining standards under all pressure. Under all challenge. Under all testing. Under all circumstance. Making exceptions repeatedly. One violation allowed. Then another. Then another. Exceptions become rule. Standards disappear. Selectivity vanishes. Apologizing for standards. Sorry for having boundaries. Sorry for requirements. Sorry for expectations. Never apologize. Never justify. Never explain. Just maintain. Negotiating non-negotiables. Discussing fundamental boundaries. Debating essential standards. Compromising critical requirements. Non-negotiable means non-negotiable. Fundamental means fundamental. Essential means essential. No discussion. No debate. No compromise. The enforcement protocol maintains standards. When standard violated, recognize immediately. Communicate boundary clearly. Enforce consequence consistently. Be willing to lose relationship or opportunity. Trust right people and opportunities will meet standards. Immediate recognition, clear communication, consistent enforcement, willing loss, trusting alignment. Standards are not arrogance or superiority, not judging others harshly, not being inflexible unreasonably, not impossible perfectionism, not superiority complex. Standards are self-respect and self-value. Healthy boundaries, reasonable expectations, aligned relationships and opportunities. Self-protection, self-care, self-worth. High standards signal high value. Low standards broadcast desperation. Be selective or accept everything. You understand now that personal standards create selectivity through clear criteria and firm boundaries. You understand that standard value relationship operates through high standards signaling high value. You understand that selectivity paradox creates attraction through being harder to access. Stop accepting everything indiscriminately from everyone always. Start maintaining clear standards and firm boundaries. Stop lowering standards under pressure repeatedly constantly. Start enforcing consistently and walking away when needed. Stop apologizing for having standards and requirements. Start maintaining firmly and enforcing relentlessly. Identify your non-negotiables today clearly. What won't you tolerate? What won't you compromise? Communicate one standard clearly. Enforce one boundary firmly. Be willing to walk away if violated. This selectivity creates value. These standards build magnetism. Your value awaits high standards. Your magnetism awaits firm boundaries. Maintain standards now. Enforce boundaries. Create selectivity starting today. You maintain standards now. Next, you must practice daily. Chapter 9. Practice quiet magnetism daily. Build attractive presence. Quiet magnetism develops through daily practice. Specific exercises building effortless attraction. Confident presence systematically. Magnetic authenticity progressively. Attractive composure continuously. 5 daily practices build magnetism. Practice 1. Morning grounding establishes foundation. 10 minutes meditation or breath work creating calm presence. Centering in body deliberately. Establishing stillness foundation intentionally. Grounding energy downward. Rooting being firmly. Creating calm base. Before day begins. Before interactions start. Before challenges appear. Morning grounding prepares. Morning centering readies. Morning stillness establishes. Practice 2. Validation independence. Check. Maintain security. Noticing validation-seeking urges arising. Recognizing approval-seeking impulses. Identifying external dependency patterns. Providing self-validation instead immediately. Giving yourself what you seek from others. Approving internally, not externally. Validating personally, not publicly. Building internal security progressively. Strengthening self-sufficiency continuously. Practice 3. Comfortable silence practice builds ease. 1 conversation with minimal speaking deliberately. Tolerating 1 awkward pause without filling consciously. 3-second pause before all responses systematically. Speaking less than usual intentionally. Comfortable with quiet naturally. Ease with gaps progressively. Relaxed with pauses increasingly. Building silence capacity. Developing quiet comfort. Strengthening pause, ease. Practice 4. Strategic restraint execution creates mystery. 1 interaction, sharing less than usual. Practicing mystery maintenance deliberately. Holding back when tempted to overshare. Revealing gradually and not immediately. Disclosing selectively, not completely. Maintaining privacy intentionally. Creating layers progressively. Building intrigue systematically. Sustaining curiosity continuously. Practice 5. Evening reflection tracks progress. Noting try-hard moments honestly. Celebrating restraint instances genuinely. Acknowledging comfortable silences appreciatively. Tracking validation independence accurately. reviewing day completely. This reflection creates awareness, creates recognition, creates learning, creates improvement, creates mastery. Magnetism requires daily practice. Effortless attraction builds through training. Practice or remain try-hard. The magnetism building progression advances systematically. Week 1 focus, recognition phase. Noticing try-hard patterns specifically. Identifying validation seeking clearly. Recognizing oversharing honestly. Seeing desperation transparently. Acknowledging current state. Awareness building. Recognition developing. Understanding growing. Weeks 2 through 4 focus, restraint practice. Reducing trying deliberately. Building silence comfort progressively. Sharing less systematically. Detaching from outcomes increasingly. Practicing consistently. Executing deliberately. Applying systematically. Months 2 through 3 focus, consistency development. Practices becoming habitual. Restraint feeling natural. Silence comfortable default. Validation independence automatic. Consistency building. Habits forming. Patterns establishing. Months 4 through 6 focus. Integration achievement. Quiet confidence automatic. Effortless attraction natural. Magnetic presence default. Try hard eliminated. Desperation vanished. Insecurity resolved. Integration complete. Progress indicators show advancement. Others' behavior changes measurably. More respect demonstrated. Increased attraction shown. Heightened interest expressed. Greater influence experienced. People respond differently. People treat differently. People perceive differently. Less effort required progressively. Magnetism feels easier. Trying decreases naturally. Confidence increases automatically. Attraction flows effortlessly. Magnetism operates naturally. Internal shifts occur fundamentally. Less need for validation. Comfortable with silence. Secure with standards. Detached from outcomes. Internal transformation. Psychological change. Emotional evolution. Common practice obstacles arise initially. Discomfort with silence initially. Urge to fill space constantly. Desire to prove yourself desperately. Need for validation urgently. Fear of rejection intensely. Anxiety about being judged continuously. These obstacles normal. These challenges expected. These difficulties temporary. Overcoming obstacles requires persistence. Remember, trying repels always. Trust quiet confidence attracts inevitably. Accept initial discomfort necessarily. Persist through awkwardness courageously. Celebrate small wins genuinely. Track progress objectively. These reminders sustain. These truths guide. These practices work. Magnetism requires daily practice. Effortless attraction builds through training. Practice or remain try-hard. You understand now that 5 practices build magnetism through systematic daily training. You understand that progression advances through recognition, restraint, consistency, integration phases. You understand that progress indicators show advancement through others' behavior. Less effort, internal shifts. Stop practicing occasionally when convenient only. Start practicing daily regardless of motivation consistently. Stop waiting for perfect practice conditions always. Start executing practices imperfectly but consistently. Implement 5 practices starting tomorrow morning. Morning grounding 10 minutes. Validation independence, checking throughout day. Comfortable silence, practicing in conversations. Strategic restraint, executing in interactions. Evening reflection, tracking all progress. Every day, every single day. This practice builds magnetism. This training creates attraction. Your magnetism awaits daily practice. Your attraction awaits consistent training. Practice daily now. Train consistently. Build systematically starting tomorrow. You practice daily now. Finally, you must understand permanence. Chapter 10. Quiet magnetism is permanent practice, Attraction requires daily cultivation. Quiet magnetism is not destination, not achievement, not completion, not finish line, not final state, not permanent possession, not static capability, not fixed ability. Is ongoing practice, is continuous training, is permanent commitment, is endless dedication, is lifetime journey, is daily work, is forever process, is constant maintenance. Temporary practice creates temporary magnetism. Temporary training creates temporary attraction. Temporary commitment creates temporary confidence. Stop practicing, try hard returns. Stop training, desperation resurfaces. Stop committing, insecurity reappears. Automatic, guaranteed, inevitable, mechanical, rapid, devastating. Neural patterns strengthen with use, weaken with disuse. Confidence pathways strengthen through daily practice, weaken through neglect. Security circuits strengthen through consistent training, deteriorate through abandonment. Restraint habits strengthen through systematic execution, disappear through cessation. Present skills strengthen through permanent application, vanish through discontinuation. This is neuroscience. This is biology. This is reality. Daily non-negotiables. Maintain magnetism permanently. Morning grounding, establishing calm presence daily. Validation independence, maintained throughout day consistently. Comfortable silence practiced in conversations continuously. Strategic restraint applied in interactions systematically. Standards maintained without exception permanently. Daily, consistently, permanently, endlessly. Temporary practice creates temporary magnetism. Permanent practice creates permanent attraction. Practice daily or remain try-hard. After months of practice, transformation occurs profoundly. From trying to attract to attracting naturally. From seeking validation to being internally secure. From filling silence to being comfortable with quiet. From oversharing to maintaining mystery. From desperate energy to calm presence. From try-hard to effortlessly magnetic. Practice shaped being. Repetition formed identity. Consistency created essence. Permanence established nature. Dedication transformed character. Integration stages progress predictably. Stage 1. Conscious incompetence. Aware of try-hard patterns. Can't stop yet. Know what to do. Can't execute consistently. Uncomfortable. Effortful. Difficult. Stage 2. Conscious competence. Can practice restraint with effort. Can silence with attention. Can detach with focus. Can ground with deliberation. Improving progressively. Developing gradually. Growing systematically. Stage 3. Unconscious competence. Quiet confidence automatic. Effortless attraction natural. Magnetic presence default. Comfortable silence habitual. Strategic restraint integrated. No conscious effort needed. No deliberate attention required. Automatic. Natural. Effortless. Permanent. This transformation requires specific commitments. Months of consistent practice minimum. Patience with progression realistically. Persistence through discomfort inevitably. Commitment to permanence absolutely. Acceptance of process completely. Quiet magnetism becomes identity fundamentally. From try-hard to naturally magnetic completely. From validation seeking to internally secure totally. From nervous to calmly present fully. From desperate to effortlessly attractive absolutely. Through permanent daily practice. Through systematic training. Through forever commitment. Through eternal dedication. Through endless execution. Temporary practice creates temporary magnetism. Permanent practice creates permanent attraction. Practice daily or remain try-hard. You have learned 10 principles for quiet magnetism. You try too hard. Recognize desperate attraction attempts. Understand attraction psychology, the magnetism of self-assurance. Stop seeking validation. Build internal security. Master comfortable silence. power of not filling space. Develop outcome independence. Detach from results. Practice strategic restraint. Less is more power. Embody calm presence. Stillness as magnetic force. Maintain personal standards. Selective acceptance creates value. Practice quiet magnetism daily. Build attractive presence. Quiet magnetism is permanent practice. Attraction requires daily cultivation. What matters now is action. Today, immediately. Identify one try-hard behavior you display currently. Stop doing it now. Practice one comfortable silence today. Share less in one conversation. Ground yourself for 10 minutes tomorrow morning. Validate yourself instead of seeking validation externally. 5 daily practices starting tomorrow morning. Morning grounding. Validation independence. Comfortable silence. Strategic restraint. Evening reflection. Every day. Every single day. No exceptions. No excuses. No skips. This builds magnetism. This creates attraction. Stop trying desperately to impress everyone. Start being quietly confident naturally consistently. Stop seeking validation from others constantly desperately. Start validating yourself internally consistently permanently. Stop filling every silence nervously automatically always. Start being comfortable with quiet naturally effortlessly. Quiet confidence attracts naturally. Silent power magnetizes effortlessly. Calm presence captivates automatically. Effortless attraction works reliably. Magnetic being manifests permanently. Beginning now. Practicing daily. Attracting naturally. Your magnetism awaits practice. Your attraction awaits commitment. Your power awaits cultivation. Build magnetism through permanent practice. Through systematic training. Through forever dedication to quiet confidence that attraction requires. Beginning today. Continuing tomorrow. Lasting forever. Through daily practice. Through permanent commitment. Through eternal dedication. Begin now. You have learned 10 principles for quiet magnetism. You try too hard. Recognize desperate attraction attempts. Understand attraction psychology. The magnetism of self-assurance. Stop seeking validation. Build internal security. Master comfortable silence. Power of not filling space. Develop outcome independence. Detach from results. Practice strategic restraint. Less is more power. Embody calm presence. Stillness as magnetic force. Maintain personal standards. Selective acceptance creates value. Practice quiet magnetism daily. Build attractive presence. Quiet magnetism is permanent practice. Attraction requires daily cultivation. What matters now is action. Today, identify one try-hard behavior you display. Stop doing it immediately. Practice one comfortable silence today. Share less in one conversation. Ground yourself for 10 minutes tomorrow morning. Validate yourself instead of seeking validation. 5 daily practices starting tomorrow. Morning grounding, validation independence, comfortable silence, strategic restraint, evening reflection. Every day, every single day. This builds magnetism. This creates attraction. Stop trying desperately. Start being quietly confident. Stop seeking validation. Start validating yourself. Stop filling silence. Start being comfortable with quiet. Quiet confidence attracts. Silent power magnetizes. Calm presence captivates. Effortless attraction works. Magnetic being manifests. Beginning now. Practicing daily. Attracting naturally.